I used to try to film in my living room or at my kitchen table or in my office room. And every time I needed to set up the camera or my phone, find the mic or move the lights. And when I finally had everything set up, I still needed to test the different angles and how I look in different lighting and test the sound and things like that that you need to do before you start filming. But by then I had already used a lot of energy on that process, so many times when I had an idea for a video I wanted to make, by the time I had set up all the gear, I already felt a little bit tired and the mood had shifted. But then I started to take this more seriously and really think about building a small room home studio. And I eventually built 10 different home studios. And finally, this is the setup where I can really start filming under 60 seconds after I had an idea or my bullet points ready. So if you are currently struggling with the same things, in this video I will show you all the little things that helped me and the steps that now help me start filming fast. So the first thing isn't related to studio gear at all. When I was starting to make more videos, I noticed that the shirt I wanted to wear in that video wasn't clean. So I bought 3 different shirts because I wanted some variation how I look in my videos, and I used only those shirts for filming. And that helped a lot because I didn't wear those shirts any other time than filming, so they don't get dirty. But then eventually when I learned more and more about filming, I noticed that the best way is to actually just use the same shirt. So that's why I bought a few of these same colored shirts, because now I can easily make cohesive videos and use past videos as B-roll and attach clips together even from earlier videos because I'm wearing the same clothes. And of course that doesn't matter so much if you use B-roll differently, where it's normal to have different clothes, but this way my filming got a lot easier because I don't need to think about the shirt, for example, what I wear. So the first tip is to have some kind of filming clothes that you use so they are always ready and you don't need to think about that at all. So now when I start, I just put this shirt on and there is always at least one of these shirts that is clean, and then I just fix my hair a little bit and check in the mirror that I look at least decent before I start filming. So overall, the biggest time saver is this whole studio. But the first one that I needed to find was this camera. So I could film straight away to my computer, and I wanted to film 4K in 30 frames per second because that was the quality that I wanted straight to my computer. So that was the first thing that I needed to do. And that's why I got this Sony GV-E10 and this Camlink adapter that I use to connect my camera to computer. So now I can get this camera to show up as a webcam on my computer, and I can use any program to record my videos. And currently I use this Descript program to record and edit my talking head videos. And the next big thing was to put all these lights to the power sockets that I can control with remote. So now I can turn on or off, for example, my main lights and backlight just pushing these buttons, so I can now easily turn them on when I start filming. So usually my MacBook is already on. I just turn on my camera, click these buttons to turn on my lights, and now I'm ready to film. And if I want to make just a talking head video, I can open Descript and use its screen recorder straight away and start filming. So if I want to make a short video about something that happened, I can easily make it in under 10 minutes after I had the idea. So think about all the steps you have currently before you even turn on your camera. Just write them on paper and start thinking, can you just remove one of those steps? And of course, this is kind of dedicated studio is the fastest way to do that, but there could be still a lot of steps you don't need to do every time. So for example, if you film with your mobile phone in your house, maybe there is a bookshelf that is always tidy. So film in front of that, and then you don't need to fix the clutter in your background every time before you start filming. Because I started to film so that my whole living room was showing behind me, and there was always like something that I needed to fix. And usually it was almost like a full-on cleaning session before I started to film, and after that I was actually very tired. So just think about all those steps and start removing them. And if you have like a small room, like a small bedroom where you can set up this kind of whole studio, I think it's really worth it, especially if you're online coach or experts and you want to create a lot of videos. And you can also join my One Person Show School community where I help people build this kind of small home studio and also film and edit fast. And I will put the link below this video if you want to join. And hopefully see you on the next video. Bye bye.